and welcome back to the Devine Witch. I am your host, the Devine Witch, and this is my hubby. He is joining me today for the unboxing. I am super excited, and first off, I just want to acknowledge the packaging from Amazon. I don't know if it's because I bought books, and this is kind of all books, or if they changed their packaging up for a movie. Maybe, I don't know. I don't keep up with all that. But I do like the box. It made it a little bit more special for this unboxing. Now, I do want to tell you guys some things first. You are going to see me look different from this point to some point in the video in the future. Because I have one more book that isn't going to arrive till tomorrow. It makes me sad, but unfortunately, it's the nature of the beast. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive in. But before we do, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me a book that you suggest that I look at, or one that you found that you really love. As you guys know, I've been deep diving on books. We've got a book of the month right now, which is by Michael W. Ford, Hecate, and the Black Arts going on. I've already read it. And that's why I'm doing this haul, because you guys get to see what I'm going to be reading and what I'm going to suggest for you guys to read in the future. Now, I will be doing book reviews at the end of the month after all these suggested books that I can show you guys. So just kind of keep it in mind that I will be doing in-depth book reviews again and kind of deep diving, breaking it down, going into it, going into my experiences if I do have any weird anomaly experiences while reading certain books. But without further ado, I'm going to change the angle and we're going to go ahead and we're going to open this box right up. Alright guys, so I am back again, and this is the fun angle, so to speak. I'm just going to move that. I'm in my 90, so take it as however you want to take it. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to open this box, and I'm going to show you the books that I have suggested. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this so that way you guys don't have to see the boring stuff. Okay guys, so I got the box open. I haven't looked in it yet. So, da-da-da-da, boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-da, pop, pop, da-da. Isn't that cute? That is adorable! Ta-da. And also, my fun part. Aw, that was disappointing. So, the first book. I'm going to give this to the hubby. Okay. I'm going to reveal the first book. If it will. There's supposed to be a couple others. Okay, so, The Secret Art of the Ages. Okay, so it is a philosophy encyclopedia of Hermetic, Masonic, Qabbalistic. There's a lot of information. It is an occult philosophy book. There's a lot of other things that it covers as well in this book. Now, for the paperback, it was $20.66. With the Amazon Kindle, you can get it for free with the app. Or, if you can't, it is $1.99. Now, the rating that it's got is a 78% approval rating. Now, I did go through the reviews, and most of that is because this book here, like if you see the illustrations and stuff like that, like I said, this is my first time seeing it with you guys. But all these beautiful pictures and illustrations, there is actually a hard book cover of this. Now, I got the paperback, which was, like I said, $20.66. Now, if you get the hardback, let me tell you something. You're going to be paying quite a penny. It's literally, I think, anywhere between $1,200 and $1,500. But it's bigger. And it's got more colorful illustration pages. That's why you're paying that much. Now, realistically, do I think it's worth that much? I think it's beautiful. I've seen the pictures that people have showed in different reviews. But do I think it's worth such an up cost? No. Do I think that they could have done that within this book? Of course they could have. It would have cost more. It would have changed the type of paper, because this is a very basic paper feeling. It doesn't have like that gloss, you know what I mean? Like some pages, they have a different feel to them, almost like a glossy kind of texture. Not like glossy like a cover, but it's different. If you read books and physical books, you know the difference with different papers, how they feel, how they vibrate. But I wanted to get this because I wanted to expand my mind and be able to have something as a reference guide if someone mentioned something that maybe I've never heard of. and also to expand my knowledge as well. Now, I'm going to pause this, and we're going to go to our next. So, we are back, and I've got Pagan Portals, Loki, Trickster, and Transform. Now, this is by Dagolf Lobston. I probably said it wrong, and I do apologize. But you can get it on Kindle for $5.99, it looks like. And if you get it in paperback, it is $10.95. Now, with that being said, for $10.95, it is a very thin book, okay? It's not something that's going to have a lot of information as far as, like, the one before, right? But it is very hard to find books of working with Loki that's not just all about the mythology, you know what I mean? Just the different view of it. So I wanted to give this book a try because I do follow Loki as well. And, you know, as far as I could tell, the feel of it is nice. It almost reminds me of the feel that you get off of some really good tarot card, the feel of it. Now, as far as the pages do look like they are pretty standard. Here is some artwork from it as well, if I can display it right. It does look very pretty. I haven't got to see what exactly all it talks about. Let's see if, does it even have, yes it does. Okay, so in this one, it has an introduction of who is Loki. Chapter 1, the fire from heaven, creating a Loki candle. The holy enclosure, making Lokian resells and performing a cleansing. The life giver, creating an amulet. The cunning god, creating a snapton stone. The tree of deceits, a simple Loki devotion. Loki's touch, which is a ritual. The enemy of the gods, a demon work ritual. So this is kind of in between left and right-handed path, just so you know. The bound god, which is making a blot bowl. We've also got the roarer, Soviet blessing, an oil making for Loki. We've got the vulture's road, a Loki blot, and becoming a Lokian, the 9 Lokian virtues, a dedication ritual, and daily practice, along with, you know, all the resource information. So I do want to show you guys this. So this is what you're going to see when you open the book. Let me get into view here. And I will also go back ahead and do it with the other book, the big one, at the beginning, see what they got as well. Like I said, it's very small. I'm going to look, because, you know, they tell you so many pages, but then they include the end notes within those pages as well in the conclusion. But it seems from the book perspective, you're getting about 76 pages worth. There is a conclusion. The conclusion lasts a couple pages, from literally page 77 to 80. Then we got recommended reading list, which I love because that just gives us extra resources if you do work with Loki and just trying to find out more information. If you guys have other Loki books that you would suggest, that's great. Then we've got the bibliography as well. And then some information, it looks like, about what paganism is and shamanism. It does look like there are other books that they suggest as well. And then there is a Pagan Portals for Thor. So who knows? If I like this book, and there is also one on Odin. So this one I can tell you, if I like this book and I like how it's written, I will most likely get the Odin one as well. Even though Odin, there does seem like to be a lot more when it comes to working with him. So I'm going to go ahead, show you guys the cover once again. This is what the cover looks like. This is what the back of it looks like. Let's see if we can get in there so you guys can see it in detail. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pause this for a minute and switch to the next book. This beautiful book right here. It is called The Book of Smokeless Fire. It is by S. Ben Kayan. If I said your name wrong, I do apologize. I will have these books also linked down below, so if you guys like what you're seeing, you can go ahead and go support the author and check out the books as well. Now, this is a book that is based on an overlook of the Islamic text that is kind of like a mirror of, I guess, Lovecraft's Necronomicon, both in content and history. It is an ancient, forbidden Arabian manuscript, so I do apologize for that. That seems was later evolved into the Greek Goetta. So that's kind of what got me going. So as far as wanting to buy this actual book. Now for the paperback book, this is how thick it is. It is a little thicker than the last book that we had, which was 200 pages. Or it was 109 pages. So this one is 200 pages. I do apologize. So for brand new, it is $23.99 through Amazon. They do have some ones that are used that are $20. Now, as far as the reviews go, there's an 80% on the reviews. Some people said that they had issues with the covers. As you guys can see with mine, I did not have that issue. I don't really see an issue. This almost feels like a rubber on the back and on the front as well. So it's got that like rubber feel. As you guys know, I actually have a tarot deck that has that same coating on it. And I like the way that it feels. It is very beautiful. Now, I haven't really looked inside, so this is going to be my first time. So, you know, this is from 2017, but it does say at press copyright 2015. So here is the contents. This is what the content page looks like. It is separated in two different sections. The first one is the origin of darkness. The second part of the book is summoning the infernal djinn. Okay, so I'm going to go over the contents. I will let you guys know which ones I'm reading. So in the beginning, there will be some acknowledgments, preface, and an introduction. So if you want to skip that, go to page, it looks like 10, I would assume, because the introduction says it starts at 9, but maybe it might be 21, because the history of the djinn is the first one at page 21. So we got the outline of the magical system from the between the angels, circles, and triangles of the art, magical, invert, and vibrations, required ritual tools, lunate script. Now in the second one for the summoning of the infernal djinn, we've got aligning with the true chaos, the contribution, or conjuration, there we go. See, sometimes it's hard. We got to struggle and we got to work through it, so, you know. And then of the eternal black flame, the 72 infernal djinn, the three classes of djinn, sorry about that, rites of the evocation, conjuration of Iblis, and the final word. So I do apologize for that because sometimes I get tongue-tied and I mix up words and things like that. But we do got some beautiful artwork in here as well. I'm going to assume this is the part where it's actually talking about the different entities. And it goes through that. Okay, now I'm going to go see and jump forward, see what we get in between. Once again, the front of the cover is also on here as well. Let's see if I can get the angle. There we go. So, you know, in front of the cover, now you're starting to see this. I'm going to assume that this is the second part. Ritual required tools and things like that. Here's also some different symbolism that you see as well. Now, this is when we start to get into book 2. It does separate it for you. You do get this beautiful other cover as well. You do get some symbolism, some different things as well. So it does look like it's pretty well in content as far as it's not just all reading. It does have pictures. It does show you different things. Talk about different things as well. And then, you know, at the end, the three classes of the djinn. Then we go to... I do like that they did this. They took the cover of the book and they just kind of separated it so it's so much easier. Then we've got the one word that I can't say apparently because my body just won't let me. So I do apologize to the author and to you guys. And there's some blank pages as well. You know, I like it when they put blank pages in here because that way it can give you your own personal thoughts. You can take notes and have it in the book of the things that you found that were really interesting, or you could put the page number of something that you want to reference as you're reading it, or you want to go back and read it. I love that they do this. Some companies don't do this anymore, and I love the fact that they did this for you guys and for me as well. So once again, here is the front of the book. side of the book, so you know what you're getting and what you're looking at. See? Then we've also got the paper edges. Like I said, from what I'm seeing, it's not bad. Eventually, these book reviews are going to get a little bit better, just for the reason being I did get a new handheld camera. And so I'm going to start doing book reviews with that and kind of get the box. So these are going to be a little bit better in the future. I do have another one that is coming tomorrow. So I'm going to stop this video and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the other part, which for you, you won't know the difference, but for me, I will. Hi guys. Told you that I was going to change, and you're probably asking, bitch, why the fuck are you wearing a mask inside your home? Right now, the hubby is fixing the kitchen ceiling. There's a lot of stuff going around, and it's gross, and I ain't about that life. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to deep dive into the next book. I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to angle down. So we're back at this angle to uncover the last book of my book haul. Finally came in today. Super excited. Not going to show you guys my address, because, you know, I ain't about that life. But for our last and final book of the haul, we've got Lucifer and the Hidden Demons. The Practical Grimoire from the Order of the Unveiled Faces. Fuck. Alright guys, and so here we have our beautiful book. We got Lucifer, the Demons, a Practical Grimoire, the Order of Unveiled Faces by Theodore Rose. So this is my first time looking at it. This is how thick it is. This is what the back of the book itself looks like. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to open this and see what we got inside. Copyright information. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys as I'm looking at it in real time. Here are all the table of contents. And as you see, it goes on for quite some time. And there we go. And then it just dives right into page 9. So I'm going to tell you guys what exactly is in this book. So that way when you guys go to order this, you kind of have an idea. So we got the Lucifer Paradigm, the requirement, the pathway, the demonic source, the magical state, naming conventions, perception of the demon, summoning demons, an illustration, working your pathway to the demons. So that's from page 9 to 79. From page 81 to 97, we've got to manipulate reality, influence, compel, and controlling, financial situation, sex, power, and seduction, persuasion, charm, and trust, healing in the body, guidance and wisdom, define peace, legal problems and justice, willpower and personality, protection and binding, personal skills and creativity, corruption and cursing, causing disease and injury, for mental suffering, and to create illusion. From page 99 to 104, we got the 4 demon kings: Lucifer, Leviathan, Shahatan, and Belial. And then from page 105 to 114, we got the 8 dukes of Lucifer: Astaroth, Asmodeus, Orions, Eraton, Magoth, Beelzebub, Paimon, Amayon. Some of these demon names I'm not going to say right, so come after me if you will, but it's just what it is, okay? So from page 115 to 141, we got the demon servants of Orion's Pions, Arishan, and Amon. We've got Morel, Ferreris, Mol, Trappus, Perilit, Odema, Hasperian, Phasma, Noga, Ithianum, Malab, Apollyon, Astral, Hergarian, Literal, Azorigal, Ragrius, Ekiel, Sharazamon, Sigis, Laterus, Apocolo, Babulos, Nolam, Amelius. Okay, so from page 143 to 154, the demons and servants of Astaroth and Asmodeus, Lagurios, Eugelios, Dagulos, Bilad, Ranar, Borid, Nelium, Baglium, Alnium, Sagarius. So from page 155 to 161, the demons and servants of Moria and Magath, we got Kila, Diablos, Magilos, Lamagos, Disalia. Then from 163 to 169, the demons and servants of Amon and Orinthon. We got Helrog, Egabul, Rigibum, Isilum, Elam. From 171 to 179, we got the demons and servants of Azeroth, which is Alremius, Aponymous, Ambalaf, Ketharon, Ison, Ketelus, Golab. From 181 to 189, the demons and servants of Moria, Magdai, Galliamon, Yabron, Bakaramon, Gloricifus, Hyla, Ornaman. You're going to hear my dog in the background on a lot of crazy stuff because there's stuff going on in the background, but I just kind of wanted to let you guys know. 191 to 197, the demons and servants of Orions. We've got Garion, Sarios, Salromon, Sago, Torto. From 199 to 205, the demon servants of Erathon. We've got Nilion, Marathon, give me one second. Geramos, Rosamond, Simont. Like I said, I'm not a demonologist, so if I pronounce these wrong, it is what it is. And I have, yes, I've noticed that my accent changes. I don't know why. It just does when I say demon names. Okay, so the demon and servants of Magoth, we've got Daragor, Gonkoron, Drolan, Ekarison, and Dagulos. 207 to 213. 215 to 222, we got the demon servants of Beelzebub, Thureliason, Galamon, Bilek, Gorin, Borum, and Granmon. From 223 to 229, we got the demon and servants of Paimon, Sumulran, Iberon, Zoloms, Thakuros, Zongro. The demon and servants of Amon, 223 to 237, we've got Okoric, Delep, Belo, Gorgon, and Nilam. Working with Lucifer, 239. Conclusion is 241. And further reading is 243. So, that's the table of contents now. As far as what the book contains, there is some imagery. Like I said, this is the first time me seeing it as well. Let's see if we got anything else in here as far as image-wise. Not that I'm seeing there. I'm going to go ahead and do this my way, so that way I can look and see what we got going on. To manipulate reality, different things there. I'm not going to really read into that. There seems like there's different charms. Now, one thing I will say that I would have liked to seen is at least a little picture, because they had enough to put a picture here. They could have put a picture. That's the first thing that I see that I'm just kind of like, okay, why not? You had the room. You could have done it. But, you know, maybe it was the printing, or maybe they just didn't want to. Maybe they couldn't find the images for it. I'm not really sure. As far as, like, the book contents, as far as, like, do I like it? That video will come along when I actually read the book. But this book itself was, like, around 20 bucks, so I can't really complain. It's a pretty good book. It feels great. Like I said, it almost has that rubber texture coating as far as the outside of the book. As far as the paper feels a little bit thicker than some of the books that I did acquire. But overall, I say it's a pretty good book. It is on my list. And it will be on future reading list as well if I do like it. So, hopefully you guys like this book haul. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know your thoughts and what books do you think that I should check out that I could add to my reading list as well. So until next time, guys, enjoy your day and blessed be.